Hello ladies and gentlemen, and we're back, aren't we, again, with, you've obviously read it in the title, another Jacques Bogart fragrance. I mean, what am I playing at? Well, I've only gone and done it, haven't I? I've bought a half bottle of Jacques Bogart One Man Show Gold Edition for £3. I mean, you don't get better than that. And here it is, absolute gorgeous looking bottle, nice matte black with a lovely gold sticker, which I don't know, the seller's obviously not looked after too great because it's, I don't know, it's hard to see, but yeah, it's fading a bit. But anyway, we're back almost completing the collection with the Ruby edition, the original and gold edition. All I need now is Oud edition and the Emerald edition, so I'm greatly looking forward to hopefully getting my hands on those as well. So I haven't sprayed this fragrance yet, however I have been able to smell it because of the last owner has obviously used it, so it's potent, this stuff, absolutely, Jesus Christ, it's like an absolute powerhouse, it's insane, you know, I smell it and then I'm walking around and it's just lingering around my nose. So, I'm gonna smell it and then, yeah, I'm going to go through some thoughts. However, I have already got some in my head, so without further ado, let's crack on. I bet the spray is going to be mighty as well. Wow. Oh, straight away, Jacques Bogart fragrance is, my god, easily my favourite house at the minute. I mean, I've got more than any, you know, other brand at the minute of just fragrances, so this stuff is really strong. So you smell it from here and it's more soapier and darker, and then you spray it and it lightens up a bit. It sort of reveals itself, if that makes sense. Oh wow, so from smelling it here, I got soapiness and sweetness, but here I'm actually getting that mandarin orange. I really am. Red apple and mandarin orange, absolutely gorgeous. African orange flower, something in here is smelling a little bit animalic, probably from that. Mixing with from the French labdanum, I suspect. The anise is in here, it's got like a dark licoricey sort of smell, and it's definitely violet, something very light and floral, and very expensive smelling also. Well, that's the top anyway. It's really nice. So at the very top, as soon as you spray this, the very top does give me a very subtle sort of reminiscence of 1 million, and if you absolutely despise 1 million like I do, I find it too overbearing, cloying and sweet, then don't worry, this does not smell like, well, hardly anything like that apart from that very subtleness. So you get the mandarin orange in here, which comes across very similar to the blood mandarin of 1 million. You get a warm cinnamon, and you also get a very strong leather, especially in this one, gold edition, which is all about the leather. So, definitely warm cinnamon, there's definitely lavender in here. Lavender is very prominent, so I get sweetness and I get some soapiness, I get some nice florals and some strong warm dark notes. This is lovely stuff. So in my thoughts, I have a feeling which I can detect, that the soapiness smells a little bit like Kouros. The sweetness sort of is in a reminiscent style of Ted Lapidus Pour On, and obviously that subtleness is probably leaning in the 1 million side, but this smells more like an 80s fragrance than, you know, something everyone's going to be finding mass appealing, so there you go. So in the mid we've got cinnamon, clove, lavender and geranium. That is the mid. However, I'm not picking up on much of a rosy nuance. So the cloves are definitely in here. Something warm and spicy, definitely a warm spicy fragrance. And in the base you've got musk, amber, French labdanum and woodsy notes. So there is definitely like an ambery dark leather in here. This is a very dark and strong fragrance, but it's very sweet, slightly animalic. I guess you could say slightly soapy, slightly dirty, but it's also very sweet in a way. That violet really shines through, and the red apple and mandarin orange makes fragrance smell absolutely gorgeous. Now what I will say is that I was a bit scared of buying this because obviously gold, I'm thinking 1 million, ooh, stay away, you know, but you know, I'm thinking Ted Lapidus Pour On Gold Extreme, I was thinking the same about that, you know, that's also gotten Fragrantica, like it reminds people of 1 million as this one. People don't think that. Maybe it's like a synesthesia thing I'm getting around thinking gold and almost just relating it with 1 million, but I don't know. So now I'm very, you know, I was blown away just by putting it there. I was like, wow, that is strong, and that is like really beautiful, really lovely. People are comparing it to Emerald Edition, which I have not smelled. However, I have heard that's like a freshy, sort of more spring summery fragrance. And they are also comparing it to a one-man show, Ruby Edition. No, it doesn't smell like this at all. This is saffron. It's gorgeous, this stuff. It's what's it got in here? It does have a red apple, but they're two completely different fragrances. I mean, this is more funny. I made a review on this a few days ago and I still got to look at the notes, but from what I can obviously smell, yes, it might have a leathery accord in here, but it's sweeter, it's warmer, and I don't know, it's just like a sexier fragrance, as this stuff is more, it's darker and dirtier, and yeah, it's much more on the leather, and it's also sweet as well, so they are very different. I mean, this has violet in, and it has leather in. So does this smell anything like Dior Fahrenheit, you might be asking? Nah, not at all. This, as I said, is more like on the animalic side. Like that smells like a sort of fresh in the beginning and then turns into a more of like a petrol-y sort of smell, as this doesn't smell like that at all. Maybe this is considered more wearable, I don't know, but it's not as sexier as Fahrenheit is. This is a very sexy fragrance, and it's also extremely potent. So I would say be cautious, but you know, just give it a go. You know, you might love this one. It's a very beautiful fragrance. So that's been my quick first impression review of One Man Show Gold Edition from 2011, the first flanker, to the original from 1980. So if you enjoyed that video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Au revoir.